And yes, you're in tune with Lorna Porca here on WLR. We're going to look ahead now to a massive event which is coming up tomorrow. The 4th annual Passage Hurling Club beat the Ferryman 600 metres deep water swim from Ballyhack in County Wexford to Passage East here in County Waterford. Goes ahead. The race headquarters is Passage East Community Centre, and to tell us more about it, we're joined on the line now by PRO with Passage Hurling Club and athletics correspondent here on WLR. That is Fintan Walsh. First of all, many thanks for joining us, Fintan.
Not at all. Pleasure to do so.
Fintan, obviously this has become a big event in the Passage Hurling Club calendar each year, and I'm sure you're all looking forward to Saturday's big event.
We are indeed, and I think the weather forecast is fairly good as well, so that would make that be top it as well. It's our 4th annual, and it started from small beginnings, and we had a fine entry last year, and as you already said, the headquarters is Passage East Community Centre, and entries will be taken in Passage from 1:15pm to 2:45pm tomorrow, and that's for all those over 15 years. And the swimmers then will be ferried across to Ballyhack on the Passage East car ferry to the start.
Absolutely, so it promises to be a real hive of activity around the community centre area tomorrow, Fintan.
It will indeed, and safety is a top priority with this event, as it has been over the years, and assisting us tomorrow will be the Dunmore East Ireland and I, and Coast Guard, Waterford River Rescue, Waterford Marine Search and Rescue, Feathered Coast Guard, Dunmore East Gardaí, Passage East and Crook Development Association, and also, of course, we say a big thank you to the residents of both Passage East and Ballyhack, because they'll have a big influx, I'm sure, on Saturday. And a special thank you to the Port of Waterford Company and Harbour Master Captain Darren Doyle in particular. So as you can see, it is a great emphasis on safety, because it is a fairly deep water area of the shore, and it's about 600 metres, but I would say that in the past 3 years we've had no problem whatsoever, and they look after the needs of all on the water.
Yeah, which is great. It's great to see. It's one big project really, Fintan, isn't it? A lot of work on behind the scenes.
It is, and like all clubs, I suppose, whether they're hurling or any other clubs, we have fundraising events every year to keep the show on the road, as they say, and this one has proved to be a very successful one over the years. And we'll also be adding in, as usual, a very good family fun day in Passage on Saturday with that as well, and there'll be a barbecue and food stalls, etc., and lots of stuff for the children there as well. And then we have a raffle there for 3 or 4 major prizes, so that all adds to the occasion as well, and lots of music as well.
Yeah, real carnival atmosphere, and looks like the weather is going to be good as well, which always helps, I suppose, Fintan.
It does indeed, yeah. And just to fill you in on the holder for the last 2 years is actually Owen Lyons, well known in triathlon circles, and last year I think he covered it in 8:12, but the fastest time incidentally was the first year we did it, and the men's winner that year covered it in 6 minutes 54 seconds, and the ladies was 6:57. She was a lady actually from the locality there, Eva Cox. So there's and then it stretches right across for about 25 to 30 minutes, and we have only a kind of a special frame there to get across in, because the water changes, and we want to make sure that everybody is coming across with more or less in the same fair time,
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And I suppose it's one big project for the club, really. Obviously, there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. Fintan and Passage, it's really thriving, from kind of underage level up to senior. There's a lot of good work going in.
Yeah, and as we say, we're still very much involved in some of the championships already. The senior one's still there. That's coming up to us in the 27th of July when we'll have our next game. And then we have a very good underage section down there as well. You can see there's been lots of victories there for them in the recent years as well, and continues to be there.
Absolutely, yeah. That's where it all starts, I suppose, really, Fintan, isn't it?
It does.
Absolutely.
And as I said already, this is what the money is used for in all clubs, for the promotion of all these events for the youngsters there as well, and indeed the adults.
Great stuff. So Passage East, the place to be. So Fintan, tomorrow you might just give those details a shout out one more time for the listeners.
I will indeed. With our 4th annual Beat the Ferryman 600 metre deep water swim from Ballyhack to Passage. We start in Ballyhack in Leinster and we finish in Passage East in Munster, so it's unique in that way, and it's a fundraiser for the Passage Hurling Club, and as I said already, the headquarters, Passage East Community Centre in Passage, and that's where we'll be taking entries from 1:15 to 2:45pm tomorrow for those over 15 years, and hopefully we'll have a most enjoyable afternoon, and that's probably one of the main aspects of it as well.